Sarah, age 15. Her only friend is her brother Eric, whose age is 23. Ever since she was born, she can remember all the times they've shared together, thick and thin, good and bad. She hopes the bond would last forever. Whenever Sarah's parents were not there, Eric was by her side. He would help her through the darkness. He would always be her guide. Sarah looked up to him, so much so she wanted to be like him. She copied every single thing he did. When he spoke, she was always listening, trying to take note of everything he said. Take notes and store it in the back of her head. Didn't matter what anybody else thought, he was perfect to her, whether anybody liked it or not. Things were going great, she was glad she could have someone to appreciate. Then on her 15th birthday, things turned bad in the worst way. Eric didn't pick her up from school, but she thought, oh, it's cool, I can just walk home by myself. It's not very long, I can even sing my favorite song. When she gets to the driveway, Eric's in his car, driving it away. She doesn't know what to say, there's so much pain written on her face.
Lonely road is what I have to walk down. I'm all alone, not sure if I'm safe and sound. I'm wishing you were here. You conquer all my fears, but until that day, I've gotta walk alone down this lonely road.
Fast forward a few years, Sarah graduated college, top of her class, always passed. She was carrying a bunch of knowledge, moving to Chicago to start a new life. Maybe get rid of all the pain and the strife that's in her past. Maybe she'll be happy at last. She lands a job as a teacher, but the note on the door says, can't wait to meet ya. She feels like a winner, she decides to go and grab herself dinner. She pulls up to the fancy place, a big old smile written on her face. And as she gets ready to order, she notices somebody in the corner. It's Eric. Finally, after all these years, after all the pain and all the prayers, he's finally here. He notices her too. They run to each other and they embrace. They don't let go. Both of them have tears running down their face. Eric says he left because he got into an argument with his parents. He says they were too demanding, even though they were aware that he had just lost his best friend, someone that was there to the end. They didn't care because they didn't know. He decided it was time to go. He tells Sarah his only regret was he didn't get to say goodbye to her. Now that they're reunited, he wanted to apologize first and foremost, and Sarah gladly accepts. She says she's glad he's back, and she cannot wait for what's next. They decide to move in together into an apartment down the street. Eric's working construction, and Sarah's getting ready to teach. Time passes, and Sarah realizes Eric has scars and bruises. He starts screaming at night from nightmares. Is he starting to lose it? She asks Eric about it, and he says it's from fights. He's not fighting for fun, though. He's fighting for his life. He says a gang will jump him every time that he's in town. He started carrying a knife just in case he had to bring them down. He says it worked for a while, then it just came back bigger in numbers. They would jump him every day, every night, and take his money. No wonder he's got all these bruises. It's leaving him permanently changed, not just on his body, but the damage it's also doing to his brain. They decide to lighten the mood by going to get something to eat. They go back to that restaurant. Eric says, don't pay, it's on me. They finish eating and Eric says, uh-oh, I forgot my cash. Don't worry, it's in my car. Stay here, I'll be right back. Sarah waits, then jokingly thinks, did he get lost? There's no way. I'm gonna go check outside of the parking lot. She sees Eric, but he's getting beaten up and they will not stop. And then, all Sarah hears is gunshots. The muggers run away. Sarah dials 911. Eric's laying there bleeding. Sarah thinks, what have they done? An ambulance arrives. They don't have any time to lose. They gotta get to the hospital. Sarah's impatient. She yells at the driver, can you get this thing to move? He steps on the gas. They start moving really fast on the highway. Eric says he's scared. Sarah says, me too, but I will be there in the hospital with you every day. And I will always pray that you recover. I can't lose you. You're my older brother. An emergency surgery is ordered. There's no time to waste. They run into the hospital. Tears are streaming down Sarah's face. She waits, and then the doctors finally come out. She says, did he make it? But then she hears that fateful sound, a flatline. Sarah's in disbelief. She doesn't believe what she just heard. She runs out into the streets. Rain is pouring. The flash of lightning, the boom of thunder. She stops by the edge of a bridge. She breaks down and begins to wonder. Why? Why did he have to go? Why did the Lord have to take him? All she wants is to know. She screams into the night, but no one's there. She's alone. She sits there and weeps, dreading to walk down the lonely road.